Welcome to the next episode of the Quast. This time without Eric because he's sick of me and he hates me now. Okay, good. But this time with two other guests. The one, the only plateau runner in the world, LouLouCore.
What's up?
And the weed that makes the sexiest faces in the world, Detroph.
What up, pimps?
Okay. I had the feeling you would start with that.
That's my catchphrase.
Yeah. Yeah. So, this podcast is about speedruns now. Because that's kinda like the only thing that I do on this channel. Not in the moment. Kinda like the only thing that the other two people here doing, so why not making a podcast about that? Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I can start if I'm allowed to.
Yeah, go.
So, I'm Detroph, also known as Eric, and I'm 22 years old, from Luxembourg, and I speedrun occasionally because I'm always sick or I can't find the game I want to speedrun. But yeah.
Okay, well, I'm LouLouCore, also known as Louis David for some, and well, I'm a speedrunner. I mainly speedruns all the games. Right now, I'm on Breath of the Wild, but yeah, you're gonna see like Plateau a lot on my stream.
Yeah, it's happening.
Oh, you meant that saying the games I played.
Ooh.
Well, I used to be like a Breath of the Wild speedrunner, and then I
Yeah.
tried picking up Wind Waker or TPHD, but like both of the games were too long or too hard for me, so I stopped. And now
Wind Waker HD any percent.
and now I learned any percent ahead in time, and I'll start streaming that now before like till Mario Odyssey
Looking
hits.
forward to that.
Oh, you will start that now, like in the podcast? Oh no.
Nah, man. I'm like I wanted to do the first one yesterday, but I'm a
Dude,
bit sick. You know?
can't lose time and podcast speedruns, boom, boom, boom.
Gotta
all day,
optimize
man.
it.
Okay. Well, I'm Drago. Yeah, but I speedrun a Devil May Cry 3, which I stopped. Do a mission, but I stopped too. Galaxy 2 also, and I speedrun Prime 2, which I kind of like a lot.
Dude,
Oh,
just
shit.
a little bit.
What?
Just a little bit.
Okay. Okay. No, I want to say the things about Prime 2 later. But
Okay.
not now. Also, I started speedrunning Breath of the Wild because Plateau is my boy, and
Plateau is our own, man.
Plateau,
At least that is your city, right?
yeah.
Dude, I was playing Jackbox the other day, and they named like and one of the thing was like popular city from Europe, and England was in the choices.
Nice. They're up to date with the memes.
Yeah, well, not a new one came out like 2 days ago, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be like even more updated. It's gonna be fun.
But yeah, I'm a speedrunner who speedruns. The end.
Nice description.
Yay!
Nice. Yeah. No, I'm a no. Okay, I will introduce myself now properly. So I'm a 70-year-old German boy who actually needs to put more time in school about speedruns. Okay, that's all. Thanks.
Yeah, like I need to put more time in UD too, and yeah,
Nah, I work full time, so I don't care.
that's my life goals: working full time, coming home, and have time for myself. That's life goals.
Damn. Okay, so why do you run the games that you run?
Hmm.
Well, I started the last question, so Lou, please go ahead.
Yeah. I was thinking a little bit because Breath of the Wild is not necessarily like the most fun game to speedrun, I would say, because there's not that many tricks. It's more like about game knowledge and everything. Like, and it's a lot like movement based also. So why do I speedrun Breath of the Wild is it's actually a good question because I just love the game, to be honest. There's nothing really more to it. I think it's a very beautiful game, and since I love more like speedrun movement based game, well, it fits well with what I like to do. Like, obviously, like, yeah, I love like glitches and everything, but I think Breath of the Wild is a hard speed game to get into. But once you're like into it and you learn like what you need to learn about the game to do runs of it, it's very fun to do. It's very fun to run.
Yeah, it has like a lot of little nuances, and that like you need to be like you should have like, you have to be playing like the game for a long while before you actually understand all the tiny differences in things, like the mechanics. There's like
it's like just running in this, so you gotta know the spots where you can not lose your speed because you're in the snow, but because you step on like little rocks or some stuff like that. It's just optimizing movement.
Yeah, there are so many tiny things in this game.
Yeah.
To optimize your speed, it's
like because like it's so like it's not simple, but like it's easier compared to other speed games because you have less tricks. So you have like to know really like you have to know the main game mechanics like in and out, so you can optimize that and like the few glitches that it has.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Okay, so I will continue. Detroph, your last this time. Okay. So I love to speedrun games glitchless because I really love to focus more on the movement, and I don't like games that have so much text in it. To like having text for the first hour of the game it's not fun for me because I actually want to play a game because Wind Waker is a good speed game.
Yeah, I wanted to say
yeah, okay. No, but like the games here, like I started running Devil May Cry 3 because this game, because I really like hack and slays, and especially that has such a good combat system that make first fun like for speedruns, because you could be really fast with that combat system if you want to, but the game is more focused on styling than on speedrun, so it kinda loses all of this fun if you speedrun this game instead of actually being stylish. So I stopped that because I like this game a lot and I don't want to lose didn't want to lose fun with that, so I stopped that, even though it made really fun. Okay, I have run Zero Mission because of kinda the same reasons, but like the RNG on Mother Brain, like the pre-ultimate boss, is so that I needed to stop that too, because don't get me wrong, Zero Mission is still a better speed game than Devil May Cry 3 because it's actually kinda built around speedrunning, but because there are so many secret worlds, like secret routes where you can skip like 80% of the game in like 20 minutes. But it's like the RNG on Mother Brain is there are always wings that fly against you, and you can only hit her like in a 3-second window, and you get attacked from all the different places, and you don't have much energy, don't have many energy tanks, and it's so stupid to die because of RNG like 45 minutes in the run, and That's why I needed to stop. Otherwise, something bad would have happened. Okay. Galaxy 2. I really like this game because it's like my fourth favorite game, I think, of all time. But when I started speedrunning this game, I felt like in World 6 a lot of felt like in World 6 a lot through platforms, and I don't know why. And I've lost in the last speedrun like 40 minutes because of that, and yeah, I've lost all the fun of speedrunning this game because of that. And it was like 4.5 hours in this run, and I don't know why that happened the whole time, but I lost all the
speedruns are the best.
Yeah, like just a question: was it any percent or all stars, or I don't know?
Yeah, it was any percent.
Oh wow!
Like it's a 5-hour run at the most.
That's long.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem. It makes like Galaxy 2's movement makes really fun to speedrun that game, but I don't like dying 4.5 hours in the run. Kinda kills all the fun, and that's why I take a break from it. But otherwise, it's really cool. Well, okay, the elephant in the room, Prime 2. It's kinda like the most movement-based game that I know. I love the AI manipulation that you can do in this game, and I love how strict and unforgiving these tricks are, even though it's glitchless. And I love how the game can fuck up you if you don't know any of those tricks properly. And yeah, that's what I like more on this game as on Breath of the Wild, because you can also fuck up yourself if you don't know the tricks properly, but Prime 2 is like more forgiving, and more unforgiving than Breath of the Wild. That's why.
Because you don't save at all, right?
Yes. The game also doesn't autosave for you. So
well, Breath of the Wild has shitty autosave, so
yeah, the autosave. At least you have autosaves. Like Prime 2, I think, like all Metroid games, like saving is like a 30-second cutscene or something or more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like Prime 2 has a dark world mechanic that so you lose like in the dark world 6 points of energy per second, and the most hardest tricks in this run are in the dark world. So there's a really tight time window for doing these tricks, and especially in the first 20 minutes of the run, there are so many tricks that you can fuck up if you don't know them. It's hard. There's also a thing that I work on called dark suit skip. Like when you're finished the first major area of this game, you get a suit upgrade where you only take like 1 damage per second in the dark world. It helps a lot, but there's a way because of a so-called ghetto jump. I don't know why it's called that way. It's just called so. So like if you run against the slope of a wall, you get a little bit of height, and then if you jump then at the right timing, you can get with that height a little bit higher in the air, and can skip some places with that. Like with that you could skip dark suit and the game would be really easy. The only problem is that there's a boss called Boost Ball Guardian, which is completely reliant on RNG, and the boss can fuck you up so hard that you probably won't even have killed him because before you get killed. Like you only have a little amount of energy tanks, and and the game and the boss makes a lot of damage, and the atmosphere makes a lot of damage, and he's kind of like an attack where he is invincible a lot, and you need to have a really good pattern, otherwise you will die like 50 minutes in the run, and it's not fun.
I can believe that.
It's never fun.
Like, the other things are easy if you know them, but that is so reliant on RNG
Well,
that it will take a while.
That's the Speedman trade-off. You skip things, but you make other things harder. Like getting the suit loses time, but it makes it way safer in the dark world. Like it's every game is like that. It's speed games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like it's a like if you're good enough, you can skip everything, then shit gets harder. But I love that part of speedrunning.
No, in glitchless, that's the only thing you can skip.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a big time save probably.
Yeah, like 10 minutes. It's enough. Well, yeah. The big but no. Oh no, wait, that's the next topic. Okay, good. And did I miss a game? Oh yeah, and Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I like Plateau. I like to damage myself, so I like this game. Okay, good. No, I
I think we're forgetting Trophy here.
Yeah, no, Detroph. Yeah, sorry that I run so many
No
games.
problem. No
sorry.
problem, man. Shit.
Also, Lou, didn't you want to say something about the other games you won, or?
Nah, for now I'm fine.
Okay,
Only
good.
Breath of the Wild.
Okay, good. And yeah, like Breath of the Wild, I like the movement. I'm kinda still a little bit pissed about the 5 minutes cutscenes at the beginning, but it could be worse. So
Dude,
I'm
it's
cool.
only
Well, it's
3.
like I think it's 3. You leave the chamber at 3 minutes, I think,
yeah,
and something.
yeah, it could be worse. So
It's not Wind Waker. That's not first.
yeah, it's not Wind Waker. But that's the only good explanation. It's not Wind Waker.
The problem with Wind Waker is you have a little bit of gameplay, cutscene, 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 and
Yeah,
this
so
is like in the first 40 minutes. Then you have more cutscene the second half of the runs, and it's like, when do I play? And then you do like 1, 2 tricks, cutscene.
Yeah, then you
Yes.
when you like finish with DLC, you will be doing the super swims, and when you fuck up those, you need to restart. Yay!
Yeah.
That sounds good. No,
But like,
yeah,
yes. I just wanted to say, like, if you're good, like Lou probably never missed any super swims later at his later runs. Like, get so used to it. Like Deku too. Like Deku.
I did miss a few towards the end because I was like so unmotivated that I was like screwing up stuff.
yeah. And after the super swims are also the barrier skip.
That's not hard. That's not hard. It's just.
Barrier skip was a mistake.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, Wind Waker has also good sides, but
Yeah.
I
like
what?
item sliding. That's the book. That's the good side. That counters a lot of bad sides.
Yeah, but it's cool. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so yeah, Breath of the Wild makes fun. It's I kind of started speedrunning it because it's a short game to just when you have a little bit of time to speedrun it, like almost casual, but just like a fun little game until I take it very seriously, but not now. Okay, good. Detroph, it's your turn now.
Okay, nice. So yeah, I've started with Breath of the Wild, and I used to run it all dungeons, but yeah, I still plan on continuing it like after a while because I'm still burnt out actually. But like I want to get sub 220 in all dungeons, and probably start like touch any percent of it. That's like in the far future, and at the moment I'm I plan on running because I haven't done a run yet. But like ahead in time, I really like it because it's old school movement, like old school platforming, like Super Mario Sunshine or SM64. And I never got to play SM64 as a kid, for example. So like it's a bit like it's catching up, you know. And also it's on PC, so it's way more easy to stream it because I don't have any capture cards for older consoles. Because I have SMS and I could maybe stream it, but it's very complicated. And yeah, and I like the game because it's so cute, it's so fast.
Yeah,
it's only like it's like 50. Like I think world record at the moment is almost 52, or it's below 52 minutes, any percent. And it so.
Yeah.
Sub 1 hour is actually realistic, and that's like I've been looking for a while for a game that's really short, and I want to run, and it's a bit also a bit of preparation before Super Mario Odyssey, because I plan on running that game if I really like it.
Yeah.
And if it's not too long and any percent.
Yeah, Ahead in Time has a lot of speedrun potential, kind of like it's built around, it kind of reminds me like of Zero Mission, because it has all these little connections to skip like everything, and it's like built around being really fast at it. But yeah, Ahead in Time looks really fun for a speed game, and I appreciate that you run that.
Nice. Well, also the game is like really like it's new. It came out last week, I think.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. And also like the people that made the game made it for speedrunning. Like there's lots of skips. Like most skips they didn't know about, obviously. But like you can like almost every single level has a skip, like there with or a broken mechanic. Like you can duplicate tokens that give you items or stuff for money. You could duplicate those with damage boosts, or you have like the longest level. Vanessa's Manor, you know, like the spooky level where you have to crawl across the whole mansion and hide from a ghost. There's actually a hidden path, like you just crawl below a barrel and you end up at the end of the level. That's just because like most speedrunners in the beta really dislike the level, and they put that in for speedrunners. So that's pretty cool. Like there's support, and there's a skip to skip the final level, and that's really cool. Like it's a boring skip, but it works out. And they plan on patching it now, but I've blocked updates so I can just speedrun the skip. Because yeah, I think it like they said most glitches that are found by speedrunners that aren't hindering casual players will stay in, but that glitch is just a hole in the wall where you can climb up, and that's like casual people could use that too. So yeah.
Okay, shout out on the Ahead in Time devs.
The devs are
you did great.
They're decent.
I like when the devs are involved with the speed. Well, not necessarily just the speedrunning community, but just with the community in general. Like they like hear like they're the people, the community, and everything, and they just adjust the game just for their like fan base. I think it's cool when they does that.
Well, at least
not Nintendo.
At least they are trying to fix the big glitches and then create items, super rims.
Yeah, it's like Nintendo and
but that never happened. No.
Well, they didn't break movement in TPHG at least. They fixed actually the glitches, but in Wind Waker, they broke stuff even more.
For the Zelda game, TPH is probably like one of the few remakes that they actually like did patch and didn't like create anything else. Like glitches wise.
Like I loved how Grezel said that they did a Ocarina of Time 3D completely new, but just used the exact same build of the old game, and that had like most of the glitches still in, and created even new ones, and
yeah, they just like put like a plaster on like some glitches. Well, like yeah, it's fixed, it's cool. No, you can still do it like in other ways, like some glitches.
You still have fasters and stuff.
Wrong warps.
Oh god,
they're all still there, but they're like more frame perfect though.
Yeah, but you have other ones now. You have like the whole wrong warps, and you
Yeah.
have bloom zooming in MM2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole going in debug mode and such. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, the only one thing that they did patch that was like, oh, well, not patch, well, what the door of time to get the Master Sword, they just like double size the door so you cannot like have a hole to go through, but there's a warp anyway to go get the sword faster. So
Yeah, you can have long warp to it.
they kind of fucked up there.
Yeah, watched the
Shout out to Grayzo.
Yeah, it's funny. I watched the Ocarina of Time HDQ, Ocarina of Time 3D HDQ one like 2 days ago, and yeah, it's still funny.
And like, I love how he completely messed up one trick and improvised the rest of the run. That was so fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, yeah, well, I messed it up, but we're just doing everything in reverse order. Lemo.
that was a great one. Okay. So, Detroph, did you have anything to say about the other games you won, or?
Well, I learned Wind Waker and TPHD. I really like Wind Waker at the beginning, but that's it. World clipping and stuff, you know, that's not my stuff.
Oh.
And even though it's easy. But yeah, and TPHD, I really love TPHD. I really love the run. I really love the tricks, but it's just too long for me to put it in my, like, to do a daily run or something like
and
that.
you only have one cutscene to go pee, and it's at the end.
And I always have to pee in runs. So yeah, like if you check out my VODs and stuff, like every second run in Breath of the Wild, I had to pee. Like after the 1 hour mark, I had to pee. Like every run.
Wow. That sucks.
So yeah, that's why I had in time was perfect. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm good now. You can continue.
And also that's why Breath of the Wild any percent is perfect, because you can speedrun on the toilet.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How do you feel about your own speedruns?
And
Shit.
like, no, how about your own runs, or your own, or how you speed run, or I don't know.
That's the three part. Like the first thing is how you feel about your own runs. Then how do you feel? Then how do you run, and then how do you feel in speedruns in general?
In Breath of the Wild, obviously my last run is really bad because I had a lot of unlucky stuff, and I've been doing a lot of stuff inconsistently in Breath of the Wild. Like, I was really inconsistent in Breath of the Wild because I had a really good SOB, but I could never. For the non-speedrun people, it's sum of best, so your best times tied together. And I had a really good SOB, but I was so inconsistent, really inconsistent, and that's why I actually stopped the game. And then I had in time. We'll see, because I haven't done the run yet, so I can't talk about that.
Well, like I said before a little bit, how I felt about the games, but I actually stopped running. But I feel like about my runs now that I kind of feel insecure about my own runs since I took a break from Prime 2, and Prime 2 I actually had the feeling that my runs were good, but that feeling is kinda away, so I just think my runs are shitty now.
Can I just quickly say something? I think Razen said something, like it was yesterday or the day before. He said, like, after a pause, you actually realize how bad your speedruns were, how bad your runs were, like how much you like you were biased doing runs. You thought like, ooh, this is optimal, I'm doing good and stuff. But after like a pause and stuff, and you look back on it, and you see like so many small mistakes, so much.
I agree so much with that.
And yeah, that's why you don't have to feel bad about that, Drago. It's just like everyone is like that. It's like I thought my run was good in Breath of the Wild, and now after it was good for my standards. But now watching it, like so.
Well, at the time,
bad.
it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, at the
Because
time,
it was kind
yeah.
of new. But no, obviously, like Breath of the Wild community stepped up a little bit. Like not everybody, but like the people that are more serious.
They're still running, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, now probably like most old runs look shit. Like even my old dungeon times for Amiibo and no Amiibo, that like they're bad.
You could just PB by doing plateau.
Yes. And flying machine.
Yeah, flying machine. Damn.
So yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Drago. That was just a short thing
Yeah,
I had to say.
It's cool. Like I knew when I did the Prime 2 glitchless VR that there is like 3 minutes time save that I can get if I actually be able to like get a run that's more than 20 minutes long, because I'm a perfectionist with my runs, that I will stop a run pretty soon. Like I will kill a run pretty soon myself. It's like not if it has like not my standards and such. Wow, that was good English. Okay.
But we understood.
Okay, but I mean, I kinda lost like 2 minutes at one point in the run, and if I do a run, I could like save those 2 minutes by just not falling off a platform, and I don't know, I'm not be able to go to the place anymore, like since I stopped, like since I did a break from it. That's why I kind of feel bad about my own runs.
You don't have to though.
Yeah, there's always like when you
always
PB,
regret
it's not
somehow.
perfect.
Like that's what speedrunning is being perfectionists and wanting to go faster. So if you're satisfied with your runs, you're doing something bad. Unless you're a world record and you're ZFG, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah,
have.
ZFG's like 0.1 second behind. It's like, nah, I can PB. It's quite funny when your run is optimized. That like even like one just a little bit of time loss makes you think like, yeah, can I PB or not? It's crazy how optimized like his run is. I would love to see him running any percent C, but he doesn't like the category, so.
Okay, so how do you speedrun?
How do I speedrun?
Yes.
Like, well, first I sit down in my chair, then I turn on the TV, and after that, I try to play the game.
Damn. I mean, like, how do you prepare, like mentally and such?
Well, I'm not doing much preparation, to be honest. Besides like practicing some tricks and trying to understand more like what I'm doing wrong, because I don't watch my PBs a lot to learn from my mistakes. I do watch a lot of like other top times, like what, and then try to look like what people are doing different and what people are like, all the little strats, because I think at some point like everybody has like a few like strats that they make for themselves and it works for them, and I try to just look a little bit what everybody does and try to implement them into my runs and see if it's faster or not. Just like yesterday I was watching Razan practicing one tree launch, and I realized instead of just aiming slightly higher on the tree to shoot an arrow, it was just crouching, and like the angle was pretty much perfect from there. And yesterday I implemented that in my run, and it was working well better than my own setup, so I'm gonna steal that from him. He does steal a lot of my strats, man. I can steal one thing from him.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
I steal a lot of strats from you too, so
Yeah, but geez, you're senpai. You have to start at one point. If you've never done a run and you're learning, you're just stealing everything. You can't
I mean,
start running a game and
I mean, he's probably cool with that because he will still steal a lot of threads from me too when he starts running Prime 2. So,
I'm going to do this blind. 7 hours speedrun. Let's go.
no.
I think it's even longer than 7 hours in a speedrun. I'm a noob in Prime games and I'm still...
Yeah, I don't know. When I will get the game, I will just play it like casually once or twice. Then I'm gonna check like your guide for sure, and your PB, and I'm gonna try to do my best with that.
Yeah, and I will try PB again until then because this VR is so shitty, and I want a better VR. I mean, like if somebody would. Some other guy would actually run this category and watch this vid, I wouldn't have a good speedrun to show off. That's like not a good speedrun, but I have him now, so I need a better one. Yeah. I know that a sub 3 hour one is possible, and when I start running this game again, I will get this sub. It's free. And I will get it! I'm confident, but like when I start running, it will probably go away again. But I feel confident now. That's
good. Confidence is key.
But first, Breath of the Wild. I want to get a sub 50 there, so I will train.
Oh, good luck with sub 50.
I will.
Sub 50 is already pretty optimized.
Yeah.
Like sub 1 hour is a good goal. But yeah.
I will
be optimistic. No, not optimistic. How is it called? Be I can't find the word now.
I will exercise until then. A lot.
Like, not gonna lie, with Breath of the Wild 90%, sub 1 hour is probably the pleb dreams. Sub 50 is like when you want to get serious and you know you're gonna grind more.
I will learn. Like, as much as I can. Like, so, until then, we will see.
Yes.
But now I will just train a lot. Okay, good. So Detroph.
How do I speedrun?
You sit down in your chair too.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay,
and I have a ritual because like my chair is really wobbly and I have a lock, so I sit straight up because I always stream when I run. So I can sit straight up. That's the thing I do. Always brew coffee before I start running. And I always need like some kind of mental preparation because I'm always like, should I run? I don't know. Need more practice. So I still like it takes 15 minutes for me to be like ready to run and ready to stream. That's the thing I have. That's why sometimes I really like if I'm just practicing or learning a game, I rarely stream. That's why I stream maybe ahead of time 2 times because I just can't find the motivation, to start a stream. But yeah, that's one thing I have. Just preparing.
I never thought that practice streams are like that interesting.
Yeah, especially for people to watch. Yeah.
But at the same time, when you practice, you might find like some new tricks that you can record, and
Yeah, that's
so
yeah.
I'll probably start like streaming my practices more, but especially when I go like for longer categories of Breath of the Wild, like all dungeon and all main quest.
But also to like that was my mentally preparing thing and like physically preparing for the run, but like preparing for speedrun, like the learning and stuff. I always try to like I practice a lot before I actually do a run. That's what I did with Breath of the Wild 2. Like I took I took 3 days to check world record, to understand the tricks, to write down notes. I had like a 17-page route written out by myself and stuff. That's one thing I do. I'm a budget Tylox. I'm not. I don't take 5 months to learn a game, but
I barely
like I try
notes.
to. I have a really bad memory. I have a really bad memory for stuff like that. Even though I know the games in and out, I always forget what to do or where to go.
I do have a bad memory, but for some, like I have this photographic memory. That's when I'm when I'm somewhere, I remember what I have to do, you know, or where I am.
No.
Yeah, I have this kind of thing. So if you like show me a puzzle that I have to remember, like a pattern or something, well, I'm obviously gonna like get it because I just remember exactly what's the pattern, you know.
Yeah, but going there is another is another question.
Like, I have a story of that too. Like when I was completely obliterated by Dice1, when I started taking Prime 2 actually serious. Like I also took like only one side of notes because I knew that my movement was completely shitty after that point, and besides the notes that I took, I just needed to get better at movement, and so I didn't needed to like take like 18 pages of notes.
Well then, yeah. Like, I hope you wrote down. Don't forget key. That's
Oh,
Oh man.
good old time.
Oh man.
well, that didn't kill like 5 rounds.
That stuff like that, like everyone has some stuff like that. I guess I personally always forgot the Rivali's bow. You have to pick up after beating Meadow and stuff. I always forgot that. I had races with Jace and Deku that I forgot to pick up the bow. I had runs that were like -2 or 3 minutes where I forgot. Now, that was obviously in the beginning, but still, where I forgot to pick up stuff.
Yeah, well, when I started Wind Waker HD back before item sliding and everything, I was always forgetting to talk to Medley before the Her Temple. Always. So the reason why I have a Medley split when I speedrun Wind Waker HD, it's not to forget her. Yeah,
that's also like you don't always need notes, but you can just write like tiny stuff in your splits, like in like. For example, in the Head in Time, I've prepared splits, and you need like to pick up yarn in levels to craft hats. Always have like a small number next to the level, next to splits, so I know how much I have to pick up.
Yeah. But it's okay, Lou. I always forget talking to Medley casually too, so we're cool.
She's easily forgettable because she doesn't do much in the game, to be honest.
Yeah,
especially like in the runs, you don't talk to her much. You talk maybe to her like twice before Dragon Roots, and after that you completely skip like the last part of like what she's doing in Dragon Roots, and after that you only need her for her temple. So it's like she's not that that prevalent in the speedrun. Same with Maka, but Maka is like he's thick, so we never forget about him.
It's the best part, man. The wah part.
Yeah,
Deku Tree. That's my favorite part in the run.
You remember him.
Yeah, but Medley is just a cute bird lady.
Yeah.
But Maka is actually funny, and the whole setting in Forest Haven is nice.
Like you save him basically, so how can you forget someone that you saved? You know.
But you saved Medley too.
Yeah, too. But but that's a different story. You know?
Okay, so where Detroph, were you finished or?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, good. Like I prepare for the speed running life with going to the toilet first.
That's a good thing. I should have done that more often too. Like take a leak before doing runs.
Like if I start like a 3-hour one, it's kind of important to go to the toilet before and don't drink in the run, because like doing a break is kinda not available, so yeah, that's kind of the important thing of more for me. But yeah, like in general, the most overlooked thing of speedrunning is that you like can't eat or drink during a run. Like if there aren't like 10 minutes of cutscenes or 1 hour, then you need to actually have eaten something of such, so that you don't need to do it during the run because you can. Like that's overlooked often, and I don't know why, but
Yeah, but it's like it depends on the game, obviously. Like you don't need to have that in Breath of the Wild any percent or head in
yeah.
time or
Yeah,
even
no.
like
But
even Wind Waker, because I think you have a pause where I'm not sure, but you have time where you can actually go to the toilet. I think in Wind Waker HD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's 3 cutscenes that you can go
It's
to the
a
bathroom.
really long way. You don't have to mash text, but like TPHD,
Yeah.
that's 4 hours of a run, like or 340. I
Yeah,
think it's 340, right? But what you have like no time because every cutscene is skippable, and you have to.
yeah, there's only the one where immediately breaks the barrier, and even then you gotta go fast, man. You gotta use the no washing hands strats, probably.
yeah, on like Prime 2 is there's also no break. That's like a 3 hours
can
and
skip
10 3 hours and 5 minutes run if you're good at the game. But otherwise it would be probably a 4-hour one. So oof.
I have mad respect for like people that did like they do like OT 100%. It's like there's like you have a pause at the beginning, like the first cutscene is a pause, but that's all. Or you have like or like runs like obviously
because
Salika that did the 33 hours. Breath of the Wild 100%. Like he had snacks next to like he ate snacks, but he didn't really have. And I think he had 2 toilet breaks in 33 hours.
I mean,
Oh.
That's
I'm
insane.
not someone that goes that often to the bathroom. I don't feel the need to go like that much, but yeah, in 33 hours it's still impressive that you only need to go twice to the bathroom, because sometimes sitting down for a very long time just, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
it makes you want to go to the bathroom even though you don't have like the need to. Sometimes it's weird.
and it's not only like the need to go to the bathroom, but like just like running a game for so long is so exhausting.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
At the beginning, at Breath of the Wild, I was dead after 3.5 hours. Like my first run was I think 3 and 20 minutes. But like I was
Yeah, no, your
so
first
damn
one was
dead.
faster than my first one. I
I was
remember.
so dead after the run because like I
Yeah.
wasn't used to speed running at all, and I'd had like a 3-hour run, and like still like if I pick up like Breath of the Wild again, I'll still be dead after 2:30 or something. I'll be dead afterwards.
Well, I always listen. Well, I should say that later, but can I please continue? 'Cause-
Yes, it's always
Okay. Like if that all is finished, I don't actually like practice before a run because I don't like practice so much. I actually like more to do just runs because that's more fun, and it's also a practice for me if I just do runs. That's why I run plateau like alone, not the entire game in the moment. Because I want to get good at some segments, like with runs and not with practice. Like, okay, it is practice, but it's not, and
Yeah, you disguise it as actually runs. Disguise practice as well. But that's like everyone has his own way. Like people practice splits like all the time, ILs and stuff, and others just spam no reset runs.
no reset runs. Yeah.
It's hard
Yeah.
for me to do no resets, man.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
for plateau, like for example, like it's that you can do that even if like it's a short run. You can't obviously do a no reset run over a 5-hour game if you're really
Yeah, well,
behind and stuff. But like if it's a 24 minutes run, you can just spam no resets to practice it.
Right now I try to finish plateau every time at least, but if I fail something, usually I know I won't PB or I won't even be close. So, but there's like few occasions I'm gonna like, okay, it's been a while. I've done like I rule the blights and calamities, so I'm gonna go still like practice, but I'll probably stop the timer, so it doesn't matter.
Also, I don't like to do like real practice streams. I kind of like more to do just runs because I kind of like it more to do mistakes in real runs than in practice because it feels embarrassing in practice than in.
I don't know.
Like
If you
in
stream
runs.
practice, people expecting you to be shit, so
Yeah, it's not that. Yeah.
it's like they know you're gonna have to learn something. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I learned like shield surfing like 1.5 hours yesterday, and I think it would be pretty boring to watch that on the stream. Too.
I mean, if you practice this live, and well, me and Troph were watching obviously,
Yeah.
and you know, when you practice live, we can give you like advices live, and you can like correct them on the spot.
Yeah, instead of
this is
learning
one good
bad
thing.
habits and stuff, that's also like bad habits
Yeah.
is the thing in drugs, like
I mean,
bad muscle memory and stuff.
I mean, I fucked up like so many tries in this hour, and I didn't want you to see that because it's.
I mean, that's a part of like that's part of grinding a game and like
Yeah.
learning the tricks.
Also, don't feel embarrassed because I remember, like Lou probably remembers me and box launch, like chest launch at Cryonis.
Oh god.
I spammed that shit for 5 days every day. I just streamed that.
Yeah.
And they were always making fun of me, like Jace was so toxic and stuff. But like I didn't feel like you don't have to feel embarrassed for stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
Like you probably don't remember because like I think you weren't actually. Yeah, we didn't know you at that time, but.
Oh, nice. You gave a shout. Oh, nice. You gave a shout out to Jace. Nice. Now that is here into good.
Shouts out.
Shout
outs to my boy Jace.
Okay. Now continue.
Wait, where were we? I think you were talking and we
Yeah, you were talking, Drago.
Also, yeah, so you finished?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I want to say, well, also, I'm a kind of guy who likes to hear the game's music and like such more like without playing it. So okay, that sounds stupid. I like to hear the music like not from the TV, like just I don't like to have the sound of the TV on while I run.
Game audio, yeah.
While I run. I mean that's stupid for a game with audio cues and such, but I mean since my like early childhood I also had the TV always muted and I just played, so yeah, I just listen to podcasts while I run. I like that a lot.
Yeah, well, you're lucky that in Breath of the Wild you have like also the visual cue, but like for Stasis launch, I think audio is really important. But like I always did it with audio. Maybe you can do it with just the visual cue with the flashing of the light. Maybe you can do that.
Yeah, but the ones that like I did before, like not Breath of the Wild because I didn't really like a run of that before. Like the games before didn't had like much of an audio.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know about. I have no idea about DMC, but I guess Metroid 2 has no. Prime 2 doesn't have many audio cues at all.
Well, yes, it has, but I played the game like so much until now that I don't need to hear them anymore. I know when they come. Because
that's a good point. I don't know many. I don't know many runners that actually play without game audio at all.
Like
yeah, that'd be weird to be honest because I don't use that many audio cue even in Breath of the Wild, but I don't know. It's not hearing what you're doing. It's a little bit weird. Yeah. Like I gotta admit, I do play with music like the first half of Plateau because there's like not that much and it's all muscle memory by now. But
yeah, on Breath of the Wild, I get
still feels weird.
I get that, but on like Prime 2 because I know every single part of it pretty good, and I mean I played it like it now 1,000 times I think, and yeah, I don't need to listen to the music and such. I know what happens and I just do it. I just listen to podcasts because I don't need the game cues.
I wasn't criticizing. I was just saying that it's cool and strange. You know, that's what I meant. It's not that it's bad or stuff like that.
Yeah,
just that I couldn't do it, for example.
Yeah, I mean I get that on Breath of the Wild. I will do that too, but not on not on the other games I run. I don't need redware. Like well, like when I listen to podcasts at the ones, it makes me chill. And if I would only listen to the game music like 3 hours long, I kind of feel a little bit stressed. So
I think the only podcast I'm listening is the H3H3
Same.
one, to be honest.
I was never a podcast guy, but H3 is.
Yeah.
we
I
all-
gotta check the new one with Total Biscuit. I'm wondering what they talked about.
But I watched a bit.
I think they talked about his cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, but still.
The only podcast I listen to is the Pizza Party podcast from Rebel, from Rebel Taxi.
No idea. Don't know that.
Yeah, same.
Oh, okay.
Well, like I said, I'm not that much of a podcast guy, so.
Same. Also, like with the game audio, like you said, you don't listen to it. Man. Like one thing I don't understand is, for example, like Pokemon speedrunners, especially Pokemon Red and Blue speedrunners. How can they play the game with the game audio all the time? I would go crazy.
Yeah.
Like especially the sound where the like red bar sound, like all the time, like for
I mean,
3 hours, for 1 hour.
I guess you gotta love the game, like a lot.
Like I also like love the game, but that would just ruin the songs for me. Like it didn't happen at all.
Well,
other games were like Pokemon. Like I
to
don't
be
know.
honest, you can still turn the sound on for the viewers, but you can mute in Pokemon.
Yeah,
There's
but-
not that many audio cue that you need, to be honest. Like the music isn't important in Pokemon for the runs. It's just you just gotta watch the game basically and know where you're going, because it's just movement and like, oh, I gotta use tackle now. Oh, okay, let's learn Thunderbolt on Nidoking because it's gonna destroy everybody.
Mhm.
You
Like
know?
Gunner Maniac. That's the runner, right?
Yeah.
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 Well, in the cave before Lavender, like you gotta teach Bubble Beam and Thunderbolt to your Nidoking.
Yeah, but that's like stuff like I asked him because I thought like he probably has game audio muted and the stream hears it, but like he actually answered, no, I love the game, and you can hear him. Like sometimes he plays the song on like he mashes the button, like in sync with the game sound.
Yeah,
Game
I
audio.
do that. I was doing that sometimes in Wind Waker.
Like special thing about the Metroid games that's also pretty good for speedrunning is like the game music is like so atmospheric and so built in the game so that you don't actually like notice it all the time. So
Yeah, that's true.
But I just it plays in my head while I run it, but I don't need to have the TV audio on because I just know the music and it just plays, because if I go through that area I just feel the music because it's so atmospheric.
It is, yeah. That's one thing I love about the Prime games. It's the environment and like the music that fits with it. I think like my favorite soundtrack is probably like the one in Prime 1 in the Farendraft region, like the snowy one. I love the soundtrack in that area.
I don't like that track.
Oh, ban.
I like Talent Overworld.
Yeah, with like when the whole thunder things and rain starts, like when you're more in the game, it's really cool. So how do you all feel about speedrunning in general?
I'm gonna have to repeat that question for me.
Yeah, I liked a bit. I think how do you feel about speedrunning in general?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me start just so.
Okay.
No awkward silence. How do I feel about speedrunning? Speedrunning is bait because it's like I always was like as a kid. I always tried to I was a Pokemon, like I was a Pokemon.
Oh shit.
And I still play the games and stuff, and I always wanted to go like even further beyond that. If like beat the game fast, have good teams and stuff. And yeah, that's like what's lit the speedrunning flame in me. And like, and I know I've always been looking for games like speedrun above the world was that. And I think like speedrunning is just like, it's not, how can I, like, it's not the epitome of gaming, but like it's high up there, you know. Like you can either be really good at games and be like, and like you have high score games and you have games with timing. And I think like speedrunning is just like gaming at its purest form, just being fast and being even faster and optimize things. I'm not that kind of person in real life. Like I'm not organized. I don't do stuff like optimally like other people do and organize and stuff. But I like doing that in games, and that's why I love speedrunning.
Yeah, that's respectable.
No, just want to make sure. Can you hear my cat like meowing right now?
Oh,
Nope.
I wish.
Okay. Because it's being an asshole, and you know she wants like attention. And she's
That's
like,
cute.
Oh, I wish I would.
Yeah, but I gotta ignore her. But I was wondering if you guys were hearing it. So
No.
that's cool. She's fine enough.
Okay, Lou, continue.
Oh well, didn't really start, but were you done, Trove?
Sounded like
Okay.
Detroph was done.
Okay, well, I feel
I'm
about
good. Sorry, my
speedrunning.
mic was. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel about speedrunning. I mean, I guess it kind of started when I was younger with my brother, because we were always playing like Super Mario Brothers 3, and you know we're doing like the multiplayer thingy, like well the 2-player, where one plays Luigi, one plays Mario, and we were wondering who's gonna make it like the farthest in the game without dying. And obviously, well, no, I wasn't winning. My brother is way better at games than me. Like he pick up game like easier than me, I would say. Like it's easier for him to learn and adapt. But I guess it really started when I first got Wind Waker HD when it came out on Wii U. And you know, the first time because I remember I played it on GameCube, but I never really finished it because I wasn't that much into Wind Waker. But when I got the HD version, I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish this game for sure. And it took me around 3 months, something like that, because I was playing like on and off a little bit. And after that, I was like, yo, can I finish this game like faster than just 3 months? So I finished it in like. No, but I took like an afternoon and one evening to finish the game. I was like, yeah, that was pretty good. It was like, what, 7-8 hours? And for some reason, I just wondered to myself, like, yo, what's the world record for that game? Like, how fast can you be in that game? So I just look it up, find out Gymnast on YouTube. And he had like a 4 hours and 1 minute. It was way before item sliding and all the other stuff that came out after. But yeah, I was like, oh, it's only 4 hours? Well, without like any tricks, I did like 7-8 hours. Okay, well, let's watch this PB and let's see what I can learn and maybe put more time in it and practice, you know. But then since it was like a 4-hour speed run, and there was no homebrew too at the time, so practicing was a pain. But you know, I had to like it, but. I was shit. So my first run was like 7 hours. But you know what? After that I got better, and I was close to like 4 hours at some point. I was like my sum of best was like 420. No jokes intended in that, but that was around that at the time. But yeah, I got into speedrunning just because, to be honest, it was. I just want to push myself in one game and not just, you know, it explains. So I feel about it. I think it's cool.
Okay. Should I continue?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Like when I was 5 in 2005. Shit, yeah, now I dropped my age. Shit.
You said that at the beginning, dude.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, yeah.
I'm the only one that didn't say it.
That's because you're old.
Yeah, I feel bad about my age.
It happens. Okay, well,
I'm only 23.
like, oh shit, no, we dropped it. Okay, good. Like 2005 when Prime 2 came out. Oh yeah, I know a lot of stories for me begin with that game. It kinda sounds like I only play this game.
But you kinda do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why you lying? Nah, it's good.
Okay, well,
Yes, everyone
I
has
mean, yeah,
a game like that.
if we talk about like, yeah, go.
yeah, Detroph, what?
We all have a game like that. Like Lou is Wind Waker HD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, it's Pokemon. You, it's that. You know, everyone, every runner has a game that's.
Yeah,
made.
we all have a first game.
Yeah, like okay, Prime 2, like when I was 5, I first started to play this game. It was a lot of fun for me, but when I came to a certain cutscene, I kind of like had a mental breakdown and didn't play this game until I was 7. That was funny. But like when I was 7, like my bro picked that game up again and like died at the second boss for no reasons over and over. And then he like deleted his save file, and then I played it again and like was like at the second boss which is freaking easy. Just fucked him up and just played the game until the end. And it was like the first time where I thought that I could actually be good at the game, because I kind of feel like with 7 ashamed of me, because I had so much fear about the cutscene where fictional characters die, and I kinda, yeah.
You were super young. That's normal, man. If you were 5, that's I would have mind playing Metroid. Like I was a scaredy cat. I was always scared of stuff. So yeah, just
But
don't have to be embarrassed. Like, you were 5. That's crazy for
No,
Metroid.
Yeah, Prime games are a little bit weird if you're young, I guess.
yeah, but yeah. Well, I don't feel ashamed about it now, but I felt ashamed about it when I was 7. So, like
Well, you grew stronger and you beat it. So
Yeah,
respect to you.
I understand now why I felt that way, but no, yeah, like I love that game like since that moment a lot, and like kinda I still make fun of my brother for that, but that's another story.
Sorry about that.
Bless
you.
Bless.
Like 2015, I started my first run just for fun, because 2015 was like the first year I started to watch a GDQ event, and just played Prime 2 again just for fun. And like at the end of 16, I started to say that yeah, this game makes fun. I just start to run, and then I got like I had before like a time of 440, and then I got like a time of 320. I just thought like, what? I didn't practice anything, and I got like 1 hour and 20 minutes off, and I don't know why until this very moment, and I just like thought, damn, what's the VR of this category? Oh shit, that category doesn't exist. Time to write like all the Prime mods 1 year, and until they make this category. Oh yeah.
Finally.
Finally, yeah.
And now and then 4 months later, Dice the One completely obliterated me. 3 months later, I got it back, and 3 months later, here we are. Well,
Nice.
Well, now now speedrunning is, like Detroph said, it's like the feeling when you actually like be good at the game is such. It feels so good. Okay, that was a bad explanation, but
No, it's good.
no.
No, but that's it. It's like when you're good, you know it, and even though it's not competitive or anything, it's like yeah, I know I'm good at this game and race me, bitches. You know.
Yeah.
Like I first had that feeling with 7, and it kinda evolved until now. And I love to be good at the game, and I love to. I kinda like to show off. Okay, good, thanks. But that's what I wanted to say. But not too much, but a little bit.
Can I just add something little? Because like hearing you talk, you guys, I just realized like we all have something like speedrunning is related to our like families or stuff. Because like you had your brother, Lou had his brother too, and like I used to grind like Ratchet and Clank with my cousin. We were at my grandma's, and he always brought his PS2. I would just connect it and just spam the game, like replay it like 5 times in an evening. So we actually speedrun it kinda, you know, in New Game Plus and stuff. So
you wanna hear something funny after?
Yeah, of course. Okay. Like I said, it's like we are all kind of like it's always our brothers or cousins and stuff. It's always like it's like even speedrun. It's like mixed with good childhood memories. I think.
Can I say something funny too?
Yeah.
But Lewis first.
Okay. Well, at some point I want to learn Twilight Princess, the original, and you know my brother was like, "Dude, I love that game. Well, let's learn it together." And you know what? So let's race at some point. I was like, "Okay, fine." So you know, I learned a couple of tricks in Twilight Princess, but at the end I didn't like finish my practice because I can't recall why at the time, but. Yeah, I didn't learn it. Like I didn't finish learning it, but my brother did, and he said, "Well, you know, I'm gonna do runs when you're gonna finish learning this game." So technically, my brother knows the whole Twilight Princess run, but he doesn't do anything with it. Like he knows every fucking trick.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Like he knows the speed run, but he doesn't like speed run.
Yeah.
It was just.
He's just showing up to his friend probably now. He's like, yeah, you can skip that, you can do that, but he doesn't do runs.
But what I wanted to add was, I also played a lot with my brother Super Mario Bros. 3 at the time, like when I was young.
Best Mario, people hate it, but it's Turnip Mario.
It's the best in my opinion.
No.
Like I love the first one in Lost Levels, but the third one is like
it's special.
Yeah, the third one.
I love the art that they use, man, in this game.
The third one is special, but I kinda really love Galaxy 1 and 2, so they're still my favorites.
Yeah, Galaxy is one game that I should play a little bit more, but I can't now, so.
Yeah, because it's so speedrunner friendly, except when you fell through platforms, but that's
randomly, yeah.
That's another story. Not now. Okay. Did we talk about motivations yet?
It's kinda the same thing, I guess.
Touch the subject a little bit, like in every questions.
Yeah, it's like it was spread out like that.
Okay, my motivation is to be the best who no one ever was. Okay, good.
Good.
No,
I love that Digimon reference. So good.
Yeah,
no
Goku
man.
is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card.
No man. No man, that wasn't a Naruto reference, damn. Shit.
Ah, shit. Okay.
Okay. I like to be the best the Digimon master because that's my favorite Dragon Ball Pokemon. Okay, good. No, so what are you what do you love about what do you love about speedruns? Like in a short.
Okay. What I love is basically the tricks and the glitches. It's like that's what I want to learn first about one game. I want to mess around with the tricks and all the glitches if there's some. Like I will probably, like right now on the side. I'm playing A Link Between Worlds, and I'm learning like the tricks. Legit. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a run of it, but I know that's what I love to do, and if it interests me enough, I'm gonna do a run. So yeah, that's pretty much why I did pick up like a few games and half times and like a few, and probably why I'm gonna do more than Breath of the Wild. But yeah, that's what I love about speedruns. Usually, it's like the tricks and the glitches. Like some glitches are super interesting, even though like they don't have like any connection with the run. They're just like there to be because they're there and they exist. And yeah, I just love that part of the game, like that oversight that the developer didn't like check and see if it could happen.
I love about speed. Oh, were you finished?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
What was that?
I love about speedruns that they are so technical, even if they didn't use glitches, and they involve so much work to do, and that you always have something to talk about when you actually pulled off a good run. I kinda love that really hard.
I think what I love at speedruns is a bit the same as Lou. It's just like breaking the games, like
Yeah.
because often like I mainly wanted to run games that I played before, but now at hand time is different, obviously. But like it's just playing like the memories you have at the game and just like blow your own mind with how fast you can go and what you can break and like also the tricks that are not relevant to the speedrun itself, but other things.
Yeah.
And that's like that's I love breaking games, and accompanying with it with being fast.
Troph, you want to break the game, but I think I hadn't broke your whole computer though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jokes on you.
Game got me, but I got a new one, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now dislikes. Yeah. I will start. So you can think about something. Okay. The thing I hate most about speedruns are the mental breakdowns you have when you don't achieve anything, like 4 hours and something like that. And when you feel completely shitty about your own ones and started questioning your life and why you're doing this, and when you get a PB in 3 days and the whole cycle will return. The whole cycle will start again, and when you fail something like every time and try to learn it but still fail it, that's a bad feeling. Yeah, okay. Next person. Who wants to?
What are they?
Okay.
Okay.
You start, Lou. Start.
Okay. Well, what I don't like about speedrunning is probably myself in general. Like, well, not me, but like I feel like I'm never satisfied of my PBs when I know I can do way better, and just with my own attempts, it's like it's pretty much my mindset. Like at some point, it like Tro said, I think it was yesterday to me. Like I have like a competitive mindset. It's I wanna, like I'm not looking for like the perfect run, but I'm looking for a run that I'm gonna be like, yeah, I cannot improve this because that was like my top level skill, you know. So I think that's why I reset a lot, because I know I can do way better most of the time.
Yeah,
so yeah, that's the thing I hate. It's my mindset overall. I think speedrunning is fine. I don't have much to complain about. It's just, well, it's time consuming obviously, but this is pretty much the only thing I do. So
yeah.
I have all the time that I want.
Yeah, it's the same problem I have too. It's, I mean, but I feel like I cannot feel like accomplished with any of my ones, because I always see something that can be better.
Okay, okay. There's like one PB that I was like more than fine with it, and it's one when I was speedrunning Fire Emblem Fates for a while. Like when I got world record, I was like, okay, I can improve this. Then I improved it, and then I was like, okay, now I know I can save maybe 5 seconds to RNG. Well, not 5 seconds, 5 minutes to RNG, but I won't grind that because I know like all the other stuff was like more than fine to me. So,
If you only,
but you know, RNG is another thing that I don't like, but it's part of like everything that I did run. So
yeah, the only speedrun I ever feel accomplished with was like the first Prime 2 run before I ever felt like, before I ever felt like taking this game seriously. Like when I got as minus 50 minutes without any reason, that felt accomplishing. But after taking it seriously, like that, the feeling vanished.
Yeah, but just like realizing you're getting better without actually putting like actively trying to get better, that's a cool feeling. Like you said with the 50 minutes, that's cool.
Okay, Detroph.
Yeah, well, what I dislike in speedrunning, it's a bit like also what you all guys said, like always being unsatisfied with your runs and realizing or like what you could have done better. But like yeah, and what I like, it's not. I guess it's not part of that this question, but like, what I dislike in speedrunning is the speedrunning community. Like sometimes,
That's the next topic.
yeah, well, that's what I thought. Like there would be another question. So yeah, like it's the part with like
Okay.
not being satisfied with your own runs. Like both of you already answered. Like it's the same for me.
Okay. Okay, so now the community. Detroph, you can start.
So with the community, what I like, the community is like people are really helpful and stuff. Like if you want to learn tricks or like you need tutorials, people link it. Like 90% of the community is super cool. Like everyone is super kind and stuff.
So you want to say the speedrunner community is supportive, except except when they don't.
Yeah, that's like but it's like 90% of the people. You can't just say the entire speedrunning community is full of edgy kids and stuff, but because not, like there's bad apples, but like there's like the other 10%, it's like it's pretentious people that want that are just like they are competitive, but like not in a good sense. Like they just want to mess with you and stuff. And like sometimes like it's like with the community, like it's the runners. That's probably the runners, but like sometimes like there's mods and stuff. Like that's an entire different topic with like speedrun.com and the mods and Discord mods, and that triggers me really hard because like the experience like we had with Breath of the Wild, where like the majority, I know you were no amiibo and I was kept no amiibo, but like I understand, but like if like most people, even if most people are no amiibo runners, like you should still listen to most people, you know, even if
well, they finally split the categories, but
yeah, they did, but like it took like 4 months or even more. That's like a thing. Like even like the first poll they did said that like we should split, and they were like, yeah, but no,
it's gonna
like
and
most mods at that time weren't even runners. So like, how can you judge rules if you're not even run the game?
That's
like
it was only Jim, and that was it. I think that was running the game.
Yeah, like and yeah, Trasco. Like I love the guys, but like I just don't understand that. And like that's that's apparent. Like in newer games, like speedrunning is becoming more mainstream because like I'm a new kid too, you know, with HDQ becoming more popular and stuff. And what I really like it's like people want like to feel superior with it. Like you had that stuff with Cuphead. Like you had the dude that applied at speedrun.com to be a mod that didn't even have the game and asks for the game in the forum. Like that's disgusting. Like you can't just give people like power to, like, or even the Super Mario Odyssey Discord. Like the game's not out yet, and it's been like the mods are decided. The mods are decided already on speedrun.com. You don't have old like popular speedrunners for Mario that are going to pick it up like we had in Breath of the Wild. That was a good thing. Like you had like people that knew like old other Zelda games to make rules that fit. You could do that too with Mario Odyssey, but like there's no such thing. It's like maybe one, and the rest is just kids that made the Discord and applied first for the roles. And like you can't do that. Speedrun.com. Like it's the main platform for speedrunning, and you're like mods shouldn't be biased. Mods should like run the game or have run the game a lot and know a lot of the game, which was the case for Breath of the Wild, for example. But and you're going to talk about that.
I've seen some games with like one mod and one runner, and it's like the same person, and it's like, why even like you're gonna make like a page for this game just so you can post like your own PB and like your world record and make your own arbitrary rules? It's like, I don't know, it's weird.
So
Yeah.
I don't want to drop any names or any communities because I'm still involved in that communities, but there are some people in some communities that are like elitists, on a whole nother level, and like for every 10 people that are like super supportive of you, there are like 2 in these communities that are like, ugh, like elitists aren't good. Please don't do that. Please. Like, and now we've sieged the Marvel. No, but for real. If you are a mod on speedrun.com or like anywhere close to that, please don't be an elitist. Accept new things.
You should deserve the role. You can't just be like, oh, I'm a mod now.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Like even if you're a top runner, you don't have to be a top runner to be a mod. You should just run the game and understand the game.
Yeah.
And the thing with top runners being mods, like they can just like, oh, I PB'd, but that's actually not legal. But for me, it's legal and stuff. Of course, it doesn't happen in like bigger communities, but that happens in like small communities.
It probably did happen.
To all new mods here, please accept new things, and please don't be a elitist. Thank you.
Shout out to
Yeah, man. He's
Octopath Traveler project mod.
Yeah, but is he mod for the whole game or just for the beta?
Yeah, for the whole game.
Wait,
for the whole game.
Well, he played it at least. He's one of the most that played it all the most already. You know?
Yeah.
Wait, shoutouts to who? My internet cut off.
Oh, I said blue because yeah, apply for mod for Project Path, but like Traveler.
Well, at least he wants that game.
For the Octopath Traveler, well, yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm first place in that game.
Well,
I might do a round of this, man.
I just did it. I just did one for the memes.
Yeah, same. Well, I joined the Discord and he asked me to do one run. I was like, okay, cool.
Well, I want to give a big shout out to the Galaxy and Galaxy 2 Discord. These are the most supportive people. Like,
oh, I bet.
Like the
Mario runners, yeah.
Yeah, like the most supportive people on one place that I've ever seen anywhere, because they're helping you so much, and I love how much when you know about their games. And
I mean, it's a community that loves their game, man.
You are great, guys. This is a good community.
Yeah.
And shouts out to all the Zelda Discords that are helpful, you know, because like the people in there, because like still like I learned TPHD, WakeHD, Breath of the Wild, and like all people are super kind. It was just sometimes a bit stuff with the rulings, especially in Breath of the Wild, but I still love the Breath of the Wild guys, and it's super fun with them. And
yeah,
like without Breath of the Wild, I wouldn't have known like TBF. I wouldn't have known the other guys, like the other runners and stuff. Like I really do stuff like that, like people like that that play completely different games that I don't touch, but like I knew because of Breath of the Wild, and that's cool in the community. Like we make friends.
Well, without picking up Prime 2 again, I wouldn't have known Dice the One. Without if I wouldn't have known Dice the One, I wouldn't have known Tiger, and if I wouldn't have known Tiger, I wouldn't have known Lou, and without Lou, I wouldn't have known any of you guys. So Prime 2 started again something different. Oh my god.
Bless Prime 2.
Bless my favorite game of all time. Bless it. Don't get us wrong, the community is good. but some people aren't, and but I still love this community. Except of all of the guys in the Awesome Games Done quick chat.
That's the chat. That's of the community. Like 0.1% of Twitch chat has touched the speedrun game.
Yeah, but still, these guys are. Yeah. Okay. Well, I should start resetting a 1 because I died intentionally. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. Okay. What do you think is a good speedrun game? Like, if you want to give an example, or like, what do you think is? What do you think? What?
3.
What do you think
3.
makes a good speedrun game?
I just.
Oh shit! You said no. Okay. Okay. What? Oh yeah. What makes a good speed game? Okay, so I had a few notes on that because there's like a lot of things. Because maybe a good speed game is like different for like a lot of people. Because it depends basically what you look for. Because are you like what I wrote down there? It's like, what are you like, more like of a glitchless runner or more like a glitch based runner? But for me personally, it's I love a mix of both, like glitches and tricks and movement. I like a mix of like all that combined together. And for me, that's why I think Wind Waker HD is a very good speed game, because there's a lot of like movement optimization. There's a lot of like tricks involved, but also like another one I think is a good speed game, like the Zelda games, is A Link Between Worlds, which is basically the same thing. It's a lot of tricks, but it's a lot of movement too. And yeah, I think a good speed game still will depend on what you're looking for, to be honest, because it won't be the same to everybody.
I think I have the same opinion. Like, it's a good speed game is like Ocarina of Time. It's like, it's so broken, like it's fundamentally broken, and it's just like that. Like to have both spectrums, like you have OG that's completely broken, and you go just as fast as you can with glitches and stuff, and that makes a good speed game for people that like that. And you have other games like the Mario games that are just like, obviously you have Mario games with glitches, but like SM64 is still 99% just pure movement.
Yeah, there's like few clips in those games.
Yeah, like, and you have like, I don't know how it's called, like the Yahoo, where you crouch jump and stuff, and you just go fast. I don't know much about these games, but yeah, it's not like it's on a completely different spectrum. Yeah. So yeah, like it's that kind of speed game. Like you have pure movement, and you have just glitches and wrong warps and stuff, like. And I think like it depends like where on the spectrum you are. I'm more to the glitchy side, but yeah.
Yeah, like I share also most like the same opinion. For me, I like glitchless ones. My wife, who I said that, like, I think, but like movement based games are everything for me, and I really like. They are sometimes glitches are like sometimes like fun to watch, but I'm still like a lot more impressed of movement based games, and like only because I love to see how much thought and training went into these ones, and I just love to watch them and to play them myself, because like in the beginning I actually tried to run like Prime 2 with glitches, and it didn't make fun for a second, because the glitches are so bad. Like, they are fun to watch, but they are bad to utilize. Like, it takes like 6 years or something until you get a feeling for that. Like, at least for me it was that.
Yeah, there's a few
kind of
speed
glitches.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few speed game where the tricks are like super hard, or they're like not that consistent unless you have like a specific setup, and
Yeah.
you know it's yeah. No, I can see why like some games are gonna be like worse glitch wise, and they're gonna be more appealing to some people just to not do those glitches. But I don't know, it's weird. Like I said, it depends like what you prefer.
Like the crash games are also good for speedrunning.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
there's a few. It's
that-
like I go, let's go, Drove.
But like also the like the example of glitches that are really bad and annoying, like stuff I couldn't do. For example, like games that save and quit all the time.
Ah.
You know,
Oh.
that are in-game time, like in-game time games like Dark Souls. I could never run that, even if I love the games, even though I never played one. I still love Dark Souls, and I'm going to play one now that I have a good PC. But like, you can't just, I couldn't do a run like that. Like it's save warping all the time. Oh, click that door, save warp. Oh, I hit that trigger, save warp. Oh, let me walk through an invisible thing where I can't see shit, and the game can crash 50% of the time. Like, I could never run a game like that. Like I don't know if you have seen like the Bubbles El Fuego run on AGDQ.
Yeah.
Like, I love Bubbles, I love Dark Souls, but the run is just shite. It's just safe quitting and crashing. And
I
he
don't
crashed on AGDQ, and he crashed like a few times on
Yeah.
the stream. So yeah, like I
Yeah.
could never run games like that. But
I don't
that's
think
what
the
I
Dark
think that
Souls
makes it bad.
runs are that interesting, to be honest. I prefer like the game like being played the way, well, not the way intended, but you know, like
Yeah, but
just without tricks, you know.
Yeah, glitchless runs in
Yeah.
Dark Souls, like that's cool. Or boss rushes, like you have mods where you just boss.
Mhm.
That's, yeah, that's
this
what's
kind of
like
stuff.
that's one type of speed game. Like a good speed game, that depends on who you are and what you like. And like that, for example, that's one I couldn't do. And Mega Man games, like 2D games, I can't just do. I just can't. Not my stuff.
Yeah. So now the third last topic. Did you want to say anything about the last topic, or?
I'm good.
Okay. So third last topic is who inspired you to run?
Oh,
Which person?
Ooh, that's easy.
okay. I gotta think a little bit about that because there's like many influence I had.
Because that's one of my secret questions.
That's a nice question though. Like I'm smiling right now because like it's an easy question, but not so easy. Like I have one inspiration, but it's probably not the one that lit the speedrun flame in me. But like it's Clint, Papa Stevens, Clint Stevens. Like I just like started watching him a year ago because I wanted to get into speedrunning and from watching AGDQs and stuff. And I just like, even though I never liked, like I love OOT, but I don't like as like the runs as much. But like I started liking it because of Clint and stuff, and that made me want speedrunning. And I think like another inspiration that's not really a runner is evenings on the crappy CRT speed running in parentheses, but like running Ratchet and Clank games, like the 1 to the last one. Like we just spammed the games all the time, and that's like one thing that made me like speedrunning, and so it's kind of an inspiration. So it's both Clint and my cousin. Shouts out to Marco.
So my inspiration for speedrunning was definitely Miles or Claire, Miles SMB or Claire. Shout out to her.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
right.
wow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to her.
Sorry.
She for the people who don't know, she's a very good transgender speedrunner of all the Prime games and Sonic Mania, and she like, when I watched her first SGDQ one, it was like the most inspiring thing I've ever watched. Like, there was one thing that inspired me more, but for like speedrunning, that was like the best thing I've ever seen, and that kinda hit when kinda started running, and I loved running because this person inspired me so much. And the second person who inspired me was Dice the One, because the big motivation for running was like him beating the shit out of me. I knew I said that a lot in this one, but like that whole debacle of like being better, being 54 minutes better than me, that started to flame in me, and yeah, that's why I won.
That's a good thing. Like competition always makes you want to get better too.
I always have like a goal. It's
For
good.
Brazen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that.
Sorry.
And yeah, on the side I just ran other games, but they are not as important for me. It's important for me to get a good time in my favorite game, because Metro Prime 2 means such a lot for me in so many regards. I said that maybe in this podcast, I don't know, but I love that game, and I want to let know the world and the game itself that I love it. So game is important for me. Okay, good. Lou, you are.
Alright, okay. Well, there's like many people, to be honest, that influence a little bit what I'm doing. And first off, it's when I started Wind Waker HD. Obviously, Jim was like a big inspiration, because like putting that much time to one game, and like such a long game, and have like such a small time at the time was like huge. So I was like looking up to him a lot. But when I started streaming, there was like 2 people always coming back to my stream at the time, and it was one guy called Master Omelette, who was like in the but he was in the top 3 Wind Waker HD at the time, along with the guy who was Sagan, that was Razin.
Oh shit!
Like both of these guys, when I started streaming, were always coming on my stream and always helping me out. And well, I started looking up to them because, you know, they were like top runners too. And well, with the time, my son kind of like stopped streaming and showing up, and he wasn't that much active. So I look up to Razin for like a very, very long time, and I still do nowadays, because he put so much time into practicing, perfecting what he does, and it's just incredible. Like just the fact talking to him now and being more like friendly and everything, it's like it's weird to you know, look up to someone and this person like is like, it respects you at the same level as you, you know.
Yeah,
it is something to me.
Yeah,
but that's true.
Yeah, Wesn is really a really friendly guy. Like, I mean, it kind of surprised me that he just was there yesterday. I don't know how, but he was there. I don't know why.
He's a cool guy. He's Razin senpai.
Yeah.
Like, I have a bit of the same feelings for Razin. It's my senpai.
Yeah.
But yeah, not as much as you, like, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the few guys I'd be gay for. No, but
if Dice the One would ever show up at my stream, I would probably pull my t-shirt off and I would do things.
Okay, but other than that, the old Narcissa, when she was speedrunning Ocarina of Time, that was a huge inspiration at the time too, because when she got like 1810 for any percent, and it was legit just the best run like you could get, because it was like 2-second mistake in the whole run. That was huge, and I was like watching a lot the stream, and I saw that PB live, I saw that world record live, and not gonna lie, that just inspired me to just keep surpassing myself and do better all the time. So yeah, those are like the people that influence a lot what I'm doing right now. And yeah, Razin mostly right now though. This is like pretty much the one I'm looking up, and then I'm looking to Bop in Breath of the Wild 100%.
You will get it.
Easy Bop.
But first,
easy Bop.
But first get the sub 43. Okay.
Yeah, well, some of it is looking good now, so we'll see.
So, what do you want to run in the future?
Oh yeah, that.
That's a big one for Lou. That's a big one for Lou.
Well, I'm not gonna say everything that I want to run. I'm gonna give a general idea, but
Yeah, but you can start. Yeah.
okay. Well, first off, obviously, I want to do most of the Zelda games. Of course, I want to focus on Breath of the Wild right now, but like most of the Zelda games, but I think, like for sure, I'm gonna do some Majora's Mask 3D. I think the run looks good right now with Garon Missile and everything.
It's
crisp. Yeah, but overall, yeah. Besides Zelda games, I think there's like it sounds weird, but there's a few walking simulator that looks fun to run for some reasons. I don't know. It's just a kind of game that appeals me. And
wait.
There's going to be a lot of Switch games, of course.
What walking simulator?
What walking simulator like Firewatch or there was one dude. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
was
game,
a run on AGDQ too.
Yeah, dude. That game, I learned most of the tricks, and I didn't do a run yet because I don't feel like it. I don't feel like streaming first that game. And I don't want to do offline runs, but I also want to do like co-op runs with my brother of this game, and he's down. But we just need to find the time to actually learn the tricks. One play, one controller, you know, or two play, one controller. So it's gonna be like weird. It's my sub goal right now, but I might do it even though I don't reach it because this is something me and my brother like. We love that game, but we need to find the time to actually practice it. I said Zelda games in general. A few walking simulators in there, probably a few Switch games now. Of course, there's gonna be the Metroid Prime 2 run I'm gonna do.
You forgot something.
I just said the Metroid Prime 2.
No, you forgot something.
Oh, the Pokemon, yeah.
Yes.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I want to do a few Pokemon games, but we'll see about that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like the general idea of like what I want to do.
But there's so many ones, and I would love to see that from you.
Dude, when you're gonna go on my speedrun page, you're gonna have to scroll down for like minutes at some point.
Oh, it's like with Valu. Don't know if you know him, but he's like the top Galaxy 1 and 2 runner. Like,
yeah, I heard of him.
His page is like hours long because he has so many VRs and so many games. Like, ugh.
I mean, the Mario game, like the one that are like movement based, mostly it's like I think it's so easy to get into one and just branch out to the others once you have the feel of one
it's
game.
like with Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are not like many differences between Galaxy 1 and 2 in terms of movements. Just like in Galaxy 2 you have the infinite fluttering with Yoshi, and in so in Galaxy 1 you don't. So
Nice.
Galaxy 2 is still easier to run, but Galaxy 1 is like the same, just without fluttering. Yeah, it's fluttering. Okay.
Yeah, I was done. So
Okay. 12. Do you want to continue or should I?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, good.
Well, what I plan on running in the future, well, like I've learned TPHD, so I still want, like, even if it's a long run, I still want to do like a few runs of it, like in the future when I have time.
You should.
Yeah.
Because like I love the game, I love the run, I love the route, I love everything about it. It's just the time that's missing. So I'm pretty sure I'll be doing a run of it. And yeah, like a few Switch games that are coming up, like Odyssey. That's why I started now with the platformers, like ahead of time. And yeah, what else? What I plan on running on in the future? Like also the Pokemon games, because like that's my start as a gamer. Like I've been a Nintendo fan kid since forever, and like I started everything with Pokemon. So I want to do a few runs. Like I have my Game Boy player for my GameCube ready and everything. I could just plug in Pokemon Red, even if it's the German version. Like I'm going to do a few Pokemon runs. Probably Red.
Yeah, red looks good and
Red,
Emerald, in my opinion.
I don't have Emerald right now, but like maybe Sapphire.
Yeah, I have to read.
Red, Sapphire, and the other games I can't because I don't have a 3DS with the capture card. But maybe even
Yeah.
Pokemon Colosseum, because I also have the disc and I wanted to run it, and it's for all runs. It might have the same problem as CPHD, but yeah, I'll be doing it in the future. And that's it. That's. I don't have as much plan as you.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm gonna do everything still, but that's on the list, and people can expect it. Maybe, you know. But Breath of the Wild is gonna take probably a few years. Of course, I'm gonna do runs on the side. Like I won't go crazy on it like on Breath of the Wild all the time. But yeah, I wanna have at least have a time in pretty much every category of this game for some reason. I don't know. It just
It's a good game. It's
yeah,
freaking
I just
crazy.
love it, man.
I'm going to do a few runs of it too. Like, I don't plan on running it because I already ran it, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, by the way, before I start, guys, Breath of the Wild races, I want to do them as soon as I have a decent time. Okay, so good. That's what I wanted to say.
I'm a noob at any percent, but yeah, I'll be learning it.
Yeah, me too. I'm not even finished with practicing, but
Any percent is hard to get into it. Like I will always say, but once you get everything down, it feels easy to grind at the beginning, and then once you reach like that sub 50, this is where it's getting hard because one thing goes wrong and it's pretty much a reset.
I have the bonus that I know 50% of the route already with Plateau.
Yeah.
Just not like the newer version
No,
of Plateau.
no. It's like 60%.
Yeah, I know 60% of the route already. Just need to learn the new strat with the boulder launch and the free launch, but I know that can't do these tricks already, so yeah, that's bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there anything else, or can I continue?
I'm good.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like I'm very picky with the games that I want to run because I don't like so much text in my speed games, and so I actually there are not so many games in my I don't know what the English word is, closet. Is it that? Yeah, like where I put my games and whatever. Like
yeah.
I play a lot of RPGs that have a lot of text that are bad to speedrun, but like I think I first want to get a good time on every game that I started to run, even the ones that I stopped with. Like I want to continue actually with some of them again, even with Zero Mission and Galaxy 2, but maybe I can settle my differences with them at some point in time. But now I just want to focus on Breath of the Wild and Metro Prime 2 and want to get my times there. But otherwise, I would love to run Kirby Planet Robobot if I had the capture card, because I love this game. And
oh, that game is awesome.
This game, yo.
Okay, it's added on my list.
Especially Meta Ultra Knight Returns. I hope that was the right name or such. That's such a good mode for speedrunning, and I would love to do it.
It is.
But the capture card costs like 400 euros, and I don't.
I think it's 300. You can get a shitty one for 300, or a DS. Like, I think the best way to do it is just buy the DS with the capture card already in.
It's pocket change, man. 200.
Yeah.
It's just the sum out drop away.
Yeah, but I'm like a student and don't have money, so it happens. Okay, a game that I also like, games that I also would love to run if they are good to run are like Prime 4.
Yeah,
like
that's going to be good.
Like I hope it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I hope it's not like Prime 1, but which I don't find good. So, but
wow.
Yeah, Prime 1 has too much backtracking. I hate that. Like, it's still a good question mark game, but it's like not bad, but I hate the backtracking. Like, the one thing that should do that Metro game should do great It's like bad, like really bad in this game. That's why I would never do a glitchless one of this game, because I hate the backtracking. I don't want to get every item just for just like Detroph. You played it too, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And Lou
it's
also.
just the backtracking.
Mm-hmm.
It's just.
But the thing is, when you're as retarded as me, backtracking isn't a problem because you always discovered new places because of that.
Like, I mean, in Prime 2, there's one big backtracking, but there's like a teleport in the exact same area which you can unlock after you finish the backtracking. That brings you exact to that point where you need to be.
I don't mind backtracking if Prime 4 will have teleporters, like real teleporters, like from zone to zone, not just like having to walk for 15 minutes to get to an elevator. I
Yes.
mean real, like fast travel.
Yeah.
That's the thing we need.
Well, Prime 2 has fast travel. And Prime 3 too. But
Yeah.
Prime 1 fucked that up. Like, it has teleport. I mean,
it was the first game,
it,
so.
I mean, Prime 1 has elevators, but they are bad. You still need to walk like 30 minutes until you can backtrack, but okay. I talked with Eric about that in a second podcast. In the sixth podcast, but it's not up yet, so whatever. That's not the topic here. Like, I also maybe want to run Prime 3 glitchless, but I'm not sure about that because it has a lot of text compared to the other Prime games. I still need to think about that a little bit, so it will take a while. I also would like to do one at least of Xenoblade Chronicles. Well, I would love.
That's a yucky speedrun. It's a cool game, but speedrun is not.
Well, of course, on new game with skipping every cutscene, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's my 50 followers goal, but I work for that like since months, and I would have loved to do it like since months, but I don't get it like with 50 followers, but.
Yeah, I'm struggling for the 100, so yeah.
Yeah, I still work until I get those.
I got hosted by Razin.
Yeah,
that's all I have to say.
Yeah, we know.
I got a few fat toast from Salika. That was good.
Okay, and one like the last game where I don't know anything about, like the speedrunner side, is like Kid Icarus Uprising. It's such a good game, but I don't know anything about the speedruns, and I wanted to look up like the speedruns for such a long time, but I forget it always. So, however that is, I would love to run that too because it's a pretty good game. Yeah. Okay. Like I don't think about other games at the moment. Maybe Galaxy. Yeah. Galaxy 1 would probably be the game that I would love to run the most. But first I will focus on Breath of the Wild in Prime 2, and then we will see. Yeah. Okay. Everything else?
Oh, we're good.
No, I think I was done with my list.
Okay, so now the last question. It's the second secret question, which I didn't tell you, so...
The last one?
Yeah, the last one.
Okay.
Good. What are your tips for future runners?
Play the game a lot first, and make sure you love it.
100% the game a few times. No, not a few times.
Maybe not 100%, but...
No, but just play the game, and play the game, and play the game till you know everything. Like, not everything, but you know most of it, like, by heart. So you don't have to learn actually the locations and stuff when you're speedrunning.
Oh, yeah,
I had
I
that
remember.
with Wind Waker HD. I've played the game a few times, but I still couldn't remember.
Lou had like markers on his gamepad.
Yeah, and like, oh fuck, I had
That's
them
like-
printed out and like stuck on my wall above my screen.
Yeah.
So I had them up.
If the game... Yeah.
And yeah, I was about to say, I played Wind Waker HD so much, I can not even if I stop running the game, I remember exactly where each island are. It's just I play the game so much casually, and I 100% the game like so many times. I just know where to super swim all the time. It was like, I don't know. It's when Blue was telling me that he was struggling in Deku too, like to remember where the islands are and where are the sploos. But I was like, just play the game more. It's like it's a thing that you need.
If the game you run has boss fights, do them as often as possible. You will always find something new that you can learn about a new strat or something that the boss can do that it didn't do before. So do bosses as often as possible. It's important, kids. Okay.
Yeah, it depends on the bosses, obviously, but like in the games, because like at the Breath of the Wild, like there's RNG, but you can manipulate it, and I guess that's the same for Metroid.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of options. Oh, that's one thing. If you get into like speedrunning, practice a lot and practice like every option possible.
Backups.
Yeah. Practice backups too.
Yeah.
You don't need to practice the backups. Just know that there are backups. Like know the game enough that you know what you can do if you mess up. Like some games where you're like, oh, I'm missing 20 rupees in Breath of the Wild. Where can I get them quickly or stuff like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would always say, like, for the Prime games, you can manipulate this AI so much. Just do them often, because they can always do something different, and it's important. Like I did them by now enough, but I still see something new every time, and they are so full of strats and such. It's something special, but yeah.
I've seen so many runners resetting just because they didn't knew the backup or the pattern that they were giving. It's like, oh no, it's not what it's supposed to happen. Reset. It's like,
oh
why?
My God, no.
That's why you need to learn it, the backup and stuff, and know the game. And one other thing is, oh fuck, I forgot. That was like, it's on my phone. Wait a second. It's also with the mechanics. Like it's also like knowing the game, but like knowing also the mechanics, like how every little thing works, like the programming behind it, like that stuff. Like that's really important. And another tip is watch other runners. Don't do your runs and just watch other runners. Watch what they see, what they do, and try to understand why they do it. It's not just consuming, but it's also like asking, like if it and be critical. Like if you see someone do it, why are they doing it, and why could there be something faster?
Yeah, and one important thing. Most of the runners do streams. If you have any questions, just go on their stream and ask. That's a very important thing.
You can also go on the Discords. Most of the people will. Well, not most of the people, but if you ask something, people will answer back for sure.
One tip. No, it's not a tip for speedrunning, but don't be someone that asks all the time instead of looking stuff up, because that's also annoying. Like we love to help. I'd love to help people, but like if you're not be ready to be told stuff, because like sometimes people ask, you tell them, and they don't understand or they don't accept it, and that's the thing I don't understand. That's the thing people do. Like they don't listen. They ask the questions and they don't listen, and they ask stuff that is super basic that you could just look up. Like you could type in Google or watch the board. Like instead of what's the route for that, just watch the world record. Like it's 2 clicks away. That's like try to be like ask for help, but try to do as much as you can by yourself. Like look stuff up.
Yeah. Okay. And I want to say for future runners, if you're really confident in yourself and try to learn the game, you do a great job if you actually put effort into it. I'm proud of you.
Yes,
that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, speedmans.
Speedmans are superior to slow mans.
No. Okay, so shout out to my boys LouLouCore and Detroph, thank you for thank you for joining in. Thank you for
With pleasure, man. Pleasure.
No problem.
yeah.
It was fun.
I mean, the last 3 months, like 4 months, were fun.
Yeah, there'll be more memes ahead. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Nice. But
And a shout out to our boys in TBF, every single one of them. I guess.
Yeah, screw
Yeah.
you guys.
yeah,
I love you guys.
you guys are the worst. No, I love you.
Especially
Please,
Blue, you freaking dip.
Blue, Kayo, Deku, my
Chimera.
favorite one.
Jays.
Or especially
Chimera.
or especially strawberry. I mean, bananas are better. Duh. Shit.
The heck, man?
Reki, my fellow weebs.
Oh,
Thumbs
dude,
up.
yeah, Ricky.
Thumbs up and blue,
Tylox.
Tylox, yeah. Like
No.
they're all like thumbs up and blue are the daddies. Kayo is the grandma.
No, we love you all.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
Sorry to those we didn't name.
Yeah.
great guys.
There's so much.
And I especially
Like, we are getting big.
especially hate this Drago guy. I mean, he posts only bad jokes, and I hate him for that. So okay, such a dipshit. Yeah.
Shitpost Lina.
Oh shit. Yeah. Good name. But yeah, you are cool guys. Thank you for letting me join. Like 4 months
With
ago.
pleasure, man.
Our pleasure, man.
Yeah. Good luck on Plateau, Lou.